So Roman Reigns comes out and before he could even say anything, he was immediately interrupted. CM Punk made his way to the ring, and he listened to what Roman Reigns had to say, and needless to say, it kind of got under his skin, I must say. And it got under his skin so much that CM Punk does what CM Punk does. He decided to fire back, not taking it from Roman Reigns, and he began to say some things, and he got kind of controversial. And not to paraphrase, he pretty much said, "Listen, not only am I going to bury your career, I'm gonna bury you and your career right next to where your father's buried, or something to that degree." And I was like, "Whoa!" And then he storms out.
You saw what happened right after that too, right? Boy, he skedaddled, got right out.
Oh no! Listen to me. Immediately, immediately skedaddled. He got out of there. Like he made sure he was good and way halfway up the ramp, and he just kind of looked back and smirked. And I was like, "Ooh!"
And threw up the one.
He sure enough did. Yeah,
it was a mic drop moment. So we're here because, as usual, the rest of the room has to answer this question: did CM Punk go too far, or gentlemen, I propose to you something different, or did CM Punk do what CM Punk always does when he feels upstage, or did CM Punk do what was necessary to add a little fire, to sell some tickets for WrestleMania? Yeah, there's a few things. Some people, I know family member Zilla was watching. Immediately he was pissed. He went off. I know Nia Jax had something to say about it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, all right, now we're touching some nerves. And quite a few people that I don't know if this is real or not, but I saw something where somebody approached Triple H about it, and Triple H said, "Look, he went off script. He got a text message. I sent him a message about certain things, and he's trying to sell it too." I'm not so sure. Is because season 3 of WWE on Real has not
right
on Netflix. So this is why we're having this conversation. Is because now we're. Randy Orton was just on ESPN post elimination series talking about, kayfabe is dead, but I hate it, but I understand it. But I'm like, wait a minute now. Cody Rhodes said on his podcast, "Hey man, this gives us another opportunity, him and Jey Uso, to work the workers. Let's work while we're working." So we got to figure out, is this a way for WWE to add some fire, some gasoline to the fire that they're trying to start for WrestleMania, or did he go too far? Did he go off script? Did he take too many liberties? Brothers, let's talk about it.
Amen.
Amen. Here's the thing. CM Punk did not go too far.
Okay, now tell us why. There we go. So Brian H. My cousin called me earlier today and agree with you, Brian H. And he told me why. I want to see if you guys say the same thing that my cousin told to me earlier. But go ahead, Brian H. You saying CM Punk did not go too far?
Nope. He's first of all, it's wrestling. All bets are off. And like you said, you got to sell tickets, right? You got to have that thought. I always go back to the pipe bomb, right? And you remember that day when it happened, the first thing I did was call your phone, and we was like, he said John Laurinaitis. You do not say that man's name on TV.
He was public enemy number 1 during that era, folks. If you're not familiar with that, if all those who listening to the show, that you guys might have been kids during that time period, for us that were like young adults, he was the most hated man, like Brian H. said, in shoot interviews everywhere. Everybody hated John Laurinaitis. Before he was even on TV, I knew his name not because of his previous wrestling stuff, because I knew he was in charge of talent relations at the time, and he was one of, especially from all the former, all the TNA guys. I mean, his name was hated. Like you said his name on national TV, that was like sacrilege. But yes, continue, Brian H. Please, educate the masses.
Yeah, you didn't mention his name, but CM Punk did, and what happened? John Laurinaitis, for all intents and purposes, became a star, a heel, but
on-screen character.
Dare say the most relevant work he ever did, including his time when he was with the Dynamic Dudes.
Yes, because I didn't know anything about that.
Exactly.
So CM Punk has a way of elevating a program, but also the thing about this is Roman Reigns comes from a wrestling family. They are not wired the same.
Mm-hmm.
And here's one thing. If you think, all right, can we get real?
Do it.
Hollywood. Oh, he took the big sip. Okay.
Prior to 2012,
the big sip.
How many people knew the name Sika?
Well,
you knew of bingo. You knew of the Wild Samoans.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew of Alpha because it was his children.
Mm-hmm.
And if you was into wrestling on the indie circle, you knew Alpha was Papa to so many people, especially people of color. Shout out to the homie, Reverend Ron Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we went to the WXWC for one of his creations. So everybody knew who Alpha was.
Mm-hmm. But
it was Alpha or the Wild Samoans. You never really heard the name Sika as much, even when his brother was around, Roman's brother. So
his lineage was not spoken about when he was around
at all.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Roman comes out, becomes the greatest of all time.
Yikes.
En route to becoming the greatest of all time. You hearing the name Sika. Okay. Oh, yeah. And I hate to say it like that because I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just stating facts. It's like, okay, that's the other Wild Samoan.
Kind of.
One thing about wrestlers, even when they 6 feet under, they still want to be put over.
Of course.
So when he said bury next to your father, I said, first of all, I was like, no, he didn't.
That we all felt.
And you know, shout out to Matt who's in here. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but the thing I love about this is it's like you got two baby faces, but you're slowly, this is where you create the divide.
Right.
And you make people pick a side. That's always the hard part because usually it's okay, clear cut heel, clear cut baby face. We're in the day where it blends and it's not really as much. You like who you like. But these are two mega popular mega stars.
Mm-hmm.
Dare say one of the biggest main events in WrestleMania history. But as much as I'm looking forward to it, before Monday, it wasn't feeling like that.
Ooh. Oh, really?
It was, and this is for me speaking. It was like, okay, I know Roman Reigns is in the main event. I know, and I really want him to win that championship. But CM Punk is taking side missions. I'm not feeling like, oh yeah, here we go, this big matchup. Like throughout the whole Cody finish my gut during story, I felt like there was this big, massive main event coming, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Wasn't feeling that way.
He ain't lying.
That line made everything personal. When he kept saying, because the way they're talking to each other. See, Roman talked to Cody with, first he was descending. And then it was like, the first time it was like, all right, yeah, you couldn't make it over there. This, that, and then the second time it was like, okay, now you're getting on my nerves because you're back in my face. I beat you last year. He finding your way back. But now he's talking to Punk with disdain because of stuff that happened 12 years ago. Punk is talking with him with disdain. So it's fun watching this.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as going too far,
nah,
they're a wrestling family. They're not wired like us. You don't think, like Natty Nahar say all the time, yeah, her father would have loved that because of the fact he wanted to keep his name, his legacy, keep going. So now what happens next? I know we keep hearing about this dog, but I'm not so sure.
Yo.
Don't be surprised. But here's the reason why I say I'm not so sure, because I feel like it's low hanging fruit at this point. It's like, okay, cool, you do it. But if Roman doesn't do it, it's kind of like upstaging him in a way like, I don't even gotta go that low. I'm just better than you.
Dang. Wow.
So
I think that's the route that I'll wait. Brother Hugh. Let's talk about it, man. Did CM Punk go too far?
He might not have gone far enough.
This is getting worse.
Taking it back to what Brian just said, you got to
Mhm.
think about CM Punk taking these side missions, right? That could have been a strategic tactic to get under Roman's skin.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to CM Punk, he's somewhat seen as an underdog, and he's always been viewed that way, right? To some point, right? You're going against the greatest of all time, literally,
Yeah.
in the modern era, Roman Reigns.
You said that the first time.
What's the one way? What's the one way that you could possibly get him off of his game? Psychological warfare.
You talking that talk now, brother Hugh.
If you get Roman in his feelings,
if
you let him tap into his emotions, he's going to make a mistake.
That's when he's showing his most instability.
We saw it at 40. He tapped into his emotions and he attacked Seth instead of just going after Cody, right?
Oh yeah, he seen that Shield outfit and couldn't help it.
Exactly. Deep down, CM Punk, I feel like CM Punk knows he don't have a chance. Like real talk. I feel like he knows he don't have a chance.
Now we starting to sizzle.
His one way of trying to get Punk is not a punk. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean?
He's literally Punk.
He's going to talk. He's going to talk his talk, and he's going to give you a fight no matter what, even when he knows he doesn't have a chance at all.
Right. He's one of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. His ego just won't let him die.
Bingo.
Right? I'm not going to back down from you. Whatever. Like he said, I'm the main eventer right now. I got the championship. Whatever.
Right.
You know, you're here because of me.
If I go down, I'm going down swinging.
Absolutely. So that's the one where you have to attack a dominant at a god, right? That's what he likes to say. I know you don't like that, brother Realness, but you know what I mean?
Listen to me. That's the level he thinks he's on. That's what he says.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to hit him where it hurts. Get personal with him. He might have to go even further and talk some more smack. Because Roman, he's still calm right now. Yeah, you hit him with that line. He gonna remember that. But you might have to hit him with another punch, another jab real quick. You know? Just to get him out of his game even more. Get him fired up. Maybe even get the rest of the family involved. Get them fired up. Because once they start talking, they start talking to the head of the table. He sees how they're reacting. Maybe that gets in his head and it causes him to like not think straight. So Punk, he might not went far enough for that particular reason right there. You know, he's still gonna lose.
No, last time somebody talked about his family.
Exactly. You know, but I like where they're going with it. They definitely sold some tickets with this, for sure.
So we got a couple extra ticket sales with this. See, now,
absolutely.
This is why I love talking to you guys, but I don't like talking to you guys because now my whole outcome on this, and I got to do this on the fly. It was pre-made up in my head. Now, I live on the air. I'm going to work through this and see if I can come to a new conclusion. So let me get this straight. So based off what you said, Brian H., based off what you said, Brother Hugh, what I'm hearing is this is all strategic because CM Punk is pinpointing, and correct me if I'm wrong, he is pinpointing the things strategically that he knows will throw Roman Reigns off his game. That's one. You guys are telling me, like, listen, CM Punk knows if I can have an unstable Roman Reigns, he won't be able to show up and hang with me long enough because emotionally he's not going to be able to keep himself together. I didn't think about that before, but as Brother Realness goes down memory lane, if you notice the long-term storytelling of the unhinging of Roman Reigns, they all came at moments that somehow involved some piece of his family. You take away the WrestleMania match by itself, but think about his return. Roman Reigns made it very clear. I feel like I've let the family down. I remember having my own dressing room. I remember having first grabs at everything. I remember being able to put my cousins in places because, like I said, they take family hierarchy very seriously in their culture. And he kept saying, I'm trying to get back to that. And they got to a point where he tried to reunite the first time with his cousins, his brother cousins, the ones he grew up with, the Usos. And it didn't go well. And it got to the point where he said, I love y'all, but I don't want to see y'all until Christmas. Thanksgiving hadn't even hit yet. And freaking Jimmy and Jay looked at each other like, man, you made them mad again, bro. Like they ain't even fuss. They ain't say we don't need them. We talking about a former world champion. They didn't say nothing. They picked their stuff up and went home. Like their family dynamic showed, this is the thing that makes Roman unstable. So of course CM Punk comes in long term, and you see nice Roman coming in. I'm the best. I'm the guy. They asked me permission to bring you back, and CM Punk's like, you know what? Because it's probably true. He's like, you know what? I take offense to that, but let's see if you can hang with me psychologically because I'm in your head rent free. And he told that man, I'm not only going to I'm going to bury you next to your father. And he walks out and he smirks. And you guys are saying you don't think that he went far enough. My thing is, if CM Punk goes even further, Brian H., this is not going to go well for you or your bloodline kinfolk. It's because he is going to come into this match not focused on the reason why he's there in the first place, to win the World Heavyweight Championship. He's going to come in for revenge. And anybody, if you watch anything on TV or movies, anybody who comes in with the focus on revenge always ends up slipping up somewhere and maybe not always achieving the desired result of why they entered whatever altercation in the first place. And now I think that's probably what we're looking at if what you guys are saying is right. Now, that's a lot to deal with. I had to unpack that. I'm sorry.
But real
go
quick,
ahead, brother. Yes, sir.
If you look at it from the other side, they've been telling this story with Roman, like I said before, that he can't do it by himself.
Oh, do tell. Bring that
when
back.
When he had it before, when he had everything before, he had his family. He had a wise man who was guiding him throughout his greatness, right? He has none of that now.
CM Punk said that too. He said, I took your wise man away from you.
Exactly. So now he's forced to really lock in, focus, and discipline himself and find a way to do it on his own. See, now that's the story that they're selling on the flip side. So if he can do that, if he can evolve, this is Super Saiyan Goku right here.
Oh boy.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to look at it from that side too.
Okay. Brian H., you're in the hot seat now, buddy. So let's talk about this, Brian H. You have no proof of Roman Reigns being able to do this on his own. So how are we supposed to be convinced?
Yeah, I mean, he beat the megastar by himself.
Who's megastar?
The one that they called the megastar.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith,
why is he catching strays out here? You always do this to him. Like, this is enough. Enough is enough, yo. Like, he don't have.
Y'all say he couldn't beat so and so by himself. Yeah, I could also say that about Xavier Woods. I could have said that about Riddle.
Why are you? Do you see this man diverting the conversation, brother? Here's the thing, Brian H.
I answered the question with a statement. Y'all said he couldn't do. Is he gonna do this by himself? And you said make it seem like he never did it by himself. He did it by himself. He won the war. He won the championship by himself.
Let's talk about the proof then. Let's talk about the proof. He since 2020, right? Since that time period, there is no documented record throughout that time period that Roman Reigns has been able to hold his own without his family, without his wise man. And since he has come back, he is just getting back to the space where he is challenging for the world title. And he's a man without a country. He's a chief without a tribe. Is there any significant proof previously that this man can stand in the ring with CM Punk, who has been there day in and day out? He has said that, right? Repeatedly. I'm here every day. And it goes back to what Brother Hugh said. He's been taking side missions. He's not threatened by Roman Reigns. He says, you don't have the same aura that you used to have, and I'm here to prove it to you, and I'm going to embarrass you in front of everybody. Is because guess what? The reality is you're not the man that you portray yourself to be. That seems to me that the diabolical plot that CM Punk is trying to pull off. And now you guys are sitting there saying, yeah, he first of all, Brian is like, look, he comes from he shouldn't be affected by what was said. It's because he comes from that type of family. But it looks like, I don't know. Roman Reigns seems like maybe his focus isn't where it needs to be. Can he still mentally show up as well as perform and dethrone CM Punk? Because you guys have been talking about it all night. You said CM Punk, this is the proof. This is why you're in the hot seat, Brian H. You guys said it tonight. You said CM Punk knows he can't go in the ring the way he used to. So what does he do? He slows everything down. He's been doing it since he got back. He relies on the psychology and the little things necessary to say, look, I got to outsmart my opponent. He's almost starting to become known for that these days. Like, look, I got to work wiser. I got to work smarter, not harder. I know I can't go toe-to-toe because you're right, Brian. You watch his old stuff, and I didn't realize it when I thought about it. He was quick in the ring, especially from how he worked on the indies all the way up to his entire run in WWE in his prime. He did work kind of fast. He was very quick reversals, quick strikes. But it's like, guys, you know what? He is slowed down so much. And he relies on his psychology. And to Brother Hugh's point, when he said psychological warfare, that's something that Roman Reigns has failed at. If you don't believe the proof, WrestleMania in Philadelphia, what's the one thing that Roman Reigns said? Yeah, what's the one thing? I want the proof, Brian. That's all. What's the one thing that he said to Cody Rhodes the day before WrestleMania in that stadium when they pulled up and at I guess it was a 50-yard line or whatever stadium they was in. He said, you're not just in my way. You're not just in my way at WrestleMania. You're in my way in life. It's because we all know what Roman Reigns' objective has always been. I got to provide for the family. It's my job. I'm the one to do it. No one else can do it. It's up to me.
Right.
So with that being said, does he have the psychological strength to go toe-to-toe with the CM Punk at WrestleMania? Is because this might get worse. He might go deeper because he's already shown that he can get under his skin. If we know CM Punk, if he can keep going, they might have to cut his mic off because who knows what he's liable to say.
Right.
Oh, well, he 1,000,000% can do it. You know why? Because it's 6 weeks until WrestleMania, baby. It's 6 weeks and 3 days. Yeah, Roman might take a couple blows psychologically, but he's smart enough to go in the lab. He's smart enough to go in the train. And you know what? You remember before the second greatest story in wrestling I've ever told. That was ever told.
What's the second greatest wrestling story I've ever told?
The second greatest wrestling story is The Undertaker and Kane, right? And you remember the psychological warfare that The Undertaker was dealing with.
Okay.
And what did he have to do? You remember what he did? He went to the grave.
He had to.
And he had a conversation with mom and dad. And said, you know, I always said I didn't want to put my hands on my little brother. I kept saying I wasn't going to do this, but I got to. Roman gonna have to go to the grave and talk to Sika.
Oh,
he gonna have to go to the boat.
Getting dark,
and not Larry.
Yeah,
what? That was a serious question.
Can you imagine if CM Punk went to the like on the reverse end? That's like Michael. That's like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart when they had Shawn Michaels in the gym and Bret Hart's running on ice hills like Rocky and Ivan Drago.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Roman gonna have to do that. He gonna have to go. Or
oh no.
He's gonna have to call the high what they call him? The high chief.
Yeah, it was I forgot his title, like the honorary high chief, because he's the heir of the high chief.
That's right. Final boss.
Oh,
you gonna have to call him and say, look, man, you know, to have a private conversation. Cause psychologically, Punk got in his head. That's gonna happen, but that's why it's 6 weeks till WrestleMania and not next week till WrestleMania.
So here's what I heard, Brother Hugh. And correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I asked Brian H, is Roman Reigns capable of taking care of this business, right? Doing what he needs to do.
Correct.
And it sounds to me like you just asked somebody else to help you again. What's going on?
No, see, I like that. I like that. No, I didn't say.
You might have to go.
Say come in.
I didn't
with The Rock.
What I'm saying is, but you're saying he wants. It sounds like he's got to get help from his family again. Like he's got to talk to his father. He's got to get something from him. I don't know if it's some type of ancient Samoan tribal ritual or something he's got to do to kind of channel his ancestors. You know what I'm saying? That, which I think will be extremely cool. But then now you're saying he might got to make a call to Big Cousin. Like, hey man,
everybody got to have that advisor.
CM Punk never had.
That's his problem. That's why he's unhinged. But he just unhinged his way to beating Jey Uso to the title. But yeah,
he also took down Drew McIntyre in the Hell in a Cell match. He also took down Seth Rollins. And sort of, kind of. He's doing it on his own. Something
Roman hasn't beat Seth Rollins yet.
And that's another thing we got to figure out. Brian H, come on, man. Listen, you're the resident bloodline guy. Look, we have not seen Roman do this.
Or maybe he just need to meditate. Either way, he's got to go mentally get right.
Okay. All right.
And that's what I mean. He's going to mentally get right. Now, you can make claim that because I'm talking about physical help. Y'all say he can't do it by himself. But I am not including talking to his dad or the high chief, Rock, who acknowledges him as the tribal chief, who put the Ulafala on him. I am not including that as physical help. I am saying he do need to go tap into that mental space to prepare himself, because he's got to get in the mental gym as well as he get in the physical gym to deal with Punk. Punk talks about arms too short, the box, and all that. We already know, because, like I said, 6 weeks from now, he's going to be right. And he's going to beat the living smoke out of CM Punk.
Like Vaughn said, he has to prove it to himself.
Brother, are you convinced? Are you convinced?
Well, he almost did it, but then his cousins got involved when they wasn't supposed to. He had him beat. It's not impossible. He won the Royal Rumble, for goodness sakes.
It's bad. That's like you telling your twin cousins, listen, I love y'all. I don't want to see y'all till Christmas. And it's only September.
And then they show up.
Like, it's bad. Like, that's, you see what I'm saying? So it's
so bad you forget there's a holiday in between. That's what happened.
He said he didn't care. He's like, no, I don't want to. Thanksgiving's too close. I don't want to see you until literally Christmas. I said, that's petty. Like, we can't meet for Thanksgiving, though. That's the time.
You can't share spam sandwiches.
Yeah, you
come on now, like, with the mayonnaise.
With the mayonnaise, bro.
Mahi and the turkey tail.
Right.
You're telling me not till Christmas. That's
I heard
petty.
about that turkey tail.
Yeah, I just.
You like the turkey tail?
Oof, no.
Stephanie
McMahon, she wasn't.
That's what she get. Always trying to Big Mama. Do it for Big Mama.
And don't forget, do it for Big Mama.
I love you, Steph, but golly.
Come on, that was a good interview. Stop hating. She gets
it was funny.
No, it was because she was so serious how she said it. So sincere.
We saw what happened when she tried to go to a cookout. She ain't like the food.
Well, dang.
She's like,
wow. She said, no. She laughed. What? Remember, she laughed.
We've all seen. We've seen it, done it. People.
Like, what is this stuff that's in the food? Oh, that's seasoning.
Yeah.
That's seasoning. Oh.
This has a certain spice to it. Seasoning,
right?
Seasoning stuff.
Not used to this.
He said she got invited to the cookout. You see how she responded? That is true. That's terrible. Oh boy. Well, anyway, brother,
she had the father that was that uncle, the big uncle,
yeah, from San Francisco. He flew in.
He don't even be in wrestling. He just cooked.
Nah, he's a chef. So I know they were happy to get some traditional Samoan food. They was like, man, I'm excited you can get some of this. That's how it used to be when we was kids. They was acting like they haven't had it in forever. So
yeah,
they were just as happy and enthused. Brother Hugh, are you buying this from Brian H? I'm not so convinced, because he's saying in 6 weeks should be enough time for Roman Reigns to mentally get himself in the right headspace. It's because I'm sure he's got to think about it. Imagine how many text messages. I'm going to the big screen because now I'm about to throw salt into the room. Imagine how
Mr. Fuji WrestleMania 9.
You
that's
always
crazy.
got to find a way to make us about WrestleMania.
Why we got to do this,
I wouldn't have, but then you had to come. You
We
know,
said salt. So you that's
and
where you
that's
went.
what happened in the
WrestleMania 9.
Oh gosh, man.
All right, whatever,
Sometimes-
bro.
And
Chill.
Yokozuna, Roman's
Chill.
cousin, became
the
first
bad part is
champion of the family.
they're going
What's
back to Vegas, so you know you're going to start seeing WrestleMania 9
Oh,
footage
yeah, we
randomly. The
about to
closer
see it
we get
again.
to April, bro, I'm sick of this.
A second documentary.
It's got to be in part 2. And
Right.
on the rocks. That was the best part of the entire documentary. When he said,
Absolutely.
Linda, what do you got in your cup there? She said, no, don't do that. It's just Pepsi. He said,
watch that.
and on the rocks. Rest in peace, Macho Man. But anyway, imagine how many text messages he got from family. You saw a lot of reactions. Nia Jax tweeted, you know what I mean? First of all, I can't keep up with all of them. They got a huge family. Zilla watched.
Yeah.
Everybody in the room just kind of froze. It was like, it was this dance. And I turned it off. I said, I'm not watching. First of all, I ain't watching it. I ain't watching no this his group is just a little off the Zilla's a different piece of the different branch of the family. I'm like, oh nah. I knew for a fact, like, oh yeah, he about to spaz. Imagine how many messages he got. Imagine the pressure he's probably feeling now, knowing they're like, yo, I know you're not gonna let him get away with that. So there's already so much pressure on Roman. Is one, not only because of his position, but two, your man looks weak right now. He's been back all this time and has not reclaimed his throne. I know that is messing with his head. I know that for a fact. And in the times that he's shown up, he looks unhinged and not focused and has not been able to accomplish on the level that he did for 4 years prior to that. Right. And now you're convincing me that he's dealing with all this pressure, all these conversations, all these messages, and his own personal emotions. Right. The weight of his family is literally on his shoulders for a second time going into a WrestleMania main event. And the first time it happened, he lost. Do you think that I'm supposed to be sold on the fact that he's going to survive again? I'm not so sure, Brother Hugh. Are you convinced?
Hey, man, it's tough. It's tough. I think he can lock in though. He has to.
No, why? Why are you saying he has to? Why does he has to? Listen to me. CM Punk is hot right now, fellas. He is there. He's in and out. When Seth Rollins went down, Raw and SmackDown, and Raw, Netflix, and everything never skipped a beat. That man has lived up to his name. He has lived up to the billing. When Seth Rollins is gone, he made us forget that Seth Rollins was gone in the first place. Tell me I'm lying. It's because when his music hits, when his name is out there, he's got his hair moose slicked back to try to make sure he looks as, familiar as he always did. And that man has been a defending world champion. He has traveled the globe. He has main evented all around the world. He has put Finn Balor back on the map. He has tried to convince Jey Uso to stop dealing with his cousin and be himself. That man is on a tear right now. That guy has been working. Roman Reigns has been home chilling, taking care of the business. Don't get me wrong. Roman's Roman. I'm never going to take nothing away from him. Just like, the LeBron conversation. He may not be what you think he is, but he is who he is. Not taking nothing away from Roman. But you mean to tell me that this guy's been active and moving and ready, and guess what? He's in his head, and I'm supposed to think just because of his past, he is a lock to win WrestleMania? I'm just not so sure, because guess what? After CM Punk said what he said to Roman Reigns had nothing else to say.
He couldn't say nothing. The boy ran.
Brother. Well, he did run. He got out of there.
He knew what was up. But I mean,
you forgot
one more
time
to say too. Forgot to say too. This is Punk's first single main event.
Bingo. This is his first one. He's got a point to prove. Like last year was the test run. He got his moment. He finally got the main event. He's going into WrestleMania this year. Like he's not a part-time guy. He's like, look, I've been rocking and rolling. We've been moving. We've been drawing numbers. CM Punk has been being CM Punk. I'm like, bro, he's almost, if he didn't look as old as he did, it's like he's back like he's never left. As far as popularity, the kids that he raised in pro wrestling, they're grown now. They still rocking with him. So I'm like, bro, he has a lot of momentum right now. If there's anybody that could last as far as star power in the ring with Roman Reigns in a WrestleMania main event, it's CM Punk, for goodness sake. And now I'm supposed to be convinced that Roman Reigns, who's part-time, Roman Reigns, who looks unstable, Roman Reigns, who had nothing left to say, he was stunned in the ring. I'm supposed to just be convinced he's going to be the one to dethrone Punk. What are you about to say, Brother Hugh?
But also Roman Reigns, who is the top megastar. The same, like he said, Roman Reigns, the guy that they asked to bring back CM Punk. You see what I'm saying? So
That's also true. We got a
like,
wrinkle.
you know what I mean?
But guess what though? When he wins, you're not gonna see him for 4 weeks. He's gonna defend that title like Jade Cargill. You're gonna see him once every PLE.
That's true. That's true.
We don't
But
that for
That's true. That's true.
Great.
We don't.
Mm-hmm. Greatness is built in the chase, though.
But who's chasing?
Roman. He's chasing a lot right now.
Okay. Well, guess what? He's
just
not
more than
Seth
that
Rollins.
title.
He has beat Seth Rollins, and he looks like he's healthy too. So you think he's going to sit back and let Roman Reigns live in peace? He's got a target on his back, fellas. Come on, man. We got to get out of here, but we got to talk real. He's got a big target on his back. Nobody forgot what that man did for 4 years. Nobody's letting him slide. Brian, don't get quiet, man. Come on.
I ain't quiet. No, look, I'm gonna tell you, like I said, look, my man Roman, he gonna be good, man. You know,
that's all he keeps saying, brother. He's not trying to do no proof to the party, but my man, well, good, man. We gonna be good, bro.
Because, like I said, you know, he said everything he said. He got, you know, when Punk like to sit back and say stuff and walk away. Yeah, Roman was about to walk. We're gonna act like he wasn't about to, but when it's all said and done, it's the reason why he's 11-time WrestleMania main eventer. Now, he might have lost the last 2 with some shenanigans because ain't nobody in the last time ain't nobody beat Roman straight up in a main event WrestleMania except Brock Lesnar.
Well, neither and that Roman.
That ain't the point. That ain't what I said. What I said was ain't nobody beat Roman straight up in the main event at WrestleMania.
Fair enough. That's true. All facts.
So when it comes down to it, I mean, he beat the Undertaker.
Come on,
at WrestleMania.
Oh, come on.
He beat the Undertaker. When you look at it, he beat the Undertaker. He beat Triple H, and that's the old Roman. Roman been in the lab, like he said. Just because you don't see him on Raw every Monday, don't mean he ain't cooking. He's staying in shape. And yeah, Punk might have hit a blow. Yeah, is the pressure there? But guess what? He make love the pressure. He carried the company.
Did you make it up on your own? That came from you. Yeah, that was a Brian original. He makes love the pressure.
Nah, that's a Steven Jackson one.
Oh,
okay. That's a podcast I'll give credit to. All the smoke.
Okay, all right. I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, he make love the pressure. 1,316 days. He carried the company. That's pressure.
Not by himself.
He carried the company. And when the marquee, it was Roman. Why brother Hugh leave? It was Roman Reigns on the marquee. Yeah,
nah, your screen is black.
Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. I'll be back.
Yeah. So we I'm not worried about it at all. CM Punk got to do what he can do. CM Punk can make you believe. But this is the same guy who made you believe he was a great AEW champion and got squashed by Jon Moxley in less than 20 minutes. I mean, less than 5 minutes. So
why are you bringing up? That doesn't. Well, yeah.
What? Yeah. Never happened to Roman. Never happened to the tribal chief. So yeah, I'm confident that Roman Reigns will leave WrestleMania. Like I said, he's gonna go back. He's gonna do some mental exercising. You know, as CM Punk's wife like to say, therapy. He's gonna do all that.
Okay.
And then when it's time at the end of the night in Las Vegas, Nevada, live at Caesar's Palace, be raising them ones.
Well, brother Hugh.
Without again.
Oh, there he goes. I'm not so sure, Brian H. I don't know what story is left to tell with Roman.
What you mean?
I'm not
right.
I'm not so convinced. Go ahead. What's the problem?
The problem is, see, Cody been carrying the WWE as the QB1. But in all actuality, CM Punk has been the one running the plays. And CM Punk has been doing a good job. That's the reason why it's Roman Reigns and CM Punk. I'm give him credit where credit is due. He's defending the turf, but he's also tried
holding it down.
He also tried to tear the company down, and Roman Reigns is going to remind him why he was the chosen one, and he was put in that position, and he exceeded the expectations.
But what I'm telling you is, all that sounds true. Sounds good, and it is true. I'm not saying what you're saying is not factual, But the reality is, Roman's a part-timer now. You can't carry the company on part-time money. It doesn't work that way anymore. It's almost like an Undertaker draw. Yeah, you bring Undertaker just in time for WrestleMania. You're going to sell some WrestleMania tickets at the end of the day. But like you
Roman
said,
said he was going to do the one thing that nobody else has done. He was going to be a champion and a movie star at the same goddamn time.
As much as he says that, you and I both know that's probably not possible.
Hey, man, we'll
It's
see.
because if it was, don't you think John Cena would have did it first?
That's the thing. Somebody got to do it first. It's going to be Roman Reigns.
Well, are they going to make another Marine movie starring Roman Reigns? Because
that's crazy. He's above that though.
What I'm saying is, brother Hugh, I'm not so convinced because Roman, like I told Brian H before you had dipped out, Roman Reigns he's a part-timer now. How can you be QB1? How can you carry the company if you're part-time? This isn't the pandemic anymore. This isn't post-pandemic. Like, we're live on Netflix every Monday. And guess what? If it's not one of your dates, what are you, Brock Lesnar now? How can you be the guy to save WWE and you're barely there? And this is the guy that you guys are expecting to win. I raise you another one, gentlemen. And this is the last thing I'm going to say because we're going to leave this on the nugget. Why are you guys so convinced that Roman winning is the next story that they're trying to tell? How do we know that the next story in the saga of Roman Reigns and the Samoan wrestling dynasty has to do with Roman Reigns winning? Where do we go now if Roman Reigns actually loses? I mean, nobody expected the streak to be broken. There was a pause and a hush amongst the audience. We even got a meme out of it. Sometimes brother guy gets confused as the person who, made that face, but it's not him. Right? Who's to say that we don't have another one of those moments? It's because we're so convinced that the Roman Reigns, right, has to win simply because he's Roman Reigns, when, hey, maybe there's a bigger story in Roman losing.
No.
Huh? Anybody about it? Oh, he said no.
Not at all. The chase, the comeback is given.
It's given what? Part-time?
13 was supposed to be.
Especially when you're going into Saudi.
I'm trying to say Roman Reigns is a part-time guy now. He said it. Seth Rollins criticized his schedule, and Roman Reigns said, "Man, you would love to have my schedule," but the reality is he's not there anymore. So we're supposed to see CM Punk every night and not see Roman Reigns. He said it. I'm there every night. Where are you?
He gonna be on. He will be. CM Punk been working a lot. He gonna be taking a break soon anyway. He gonna take that post-Mania break.
But what did Roman say? Roman said what? He said, I've been out. I gave y'all a chance to take over, and y'all people ain't taking over the way y'all supposed to.
Right. But Roman Reigns has also got 7 dates a week, 7 dates a year.
That's fine when you're the top dog, though.
Okay. So
earned it.
You think Netflix wants to hear that?
Hey, when he show up,
recut the check.
That's what you got the Scragglers for. The LA Knights, your CM Punks. They've been doing it. Let's be honest.
You think the toilet paper commercial is going to want to be like, hey man, we paid Netflix good money to have Roman Reigns come out, and he only there every 2 weeks on a Thursday.
I mean, you just brought Danhausen in for that.
Oh, stop it. Anyway, that's. I know they're on two different shows. I just need Danhausen and R-Truth just to have something together at some point, please. They have to be.
You might have to throw Kit Wilson in there too.
And Kid Wilson, just all three of them. It's going to set the world on fire. But I think we've come to a stalemate, gentlemen. I don't think none of us are completely sold. I don't care what you guys say. I think you guys are just saying this same way CM Punk is. You guys are just saying this just to convince yourself that you're like, no, there's no way in the world Roman loses this match. But I raise you one. Like I said before, I don't know who's to say that he might not win, but who knows? We're 6 weeks away. Is that correct, Brian? 6 weeks? 6 weeks away from WrestleMania. This main event is heating up. CM Punk's latest pipe bomb, I guess, definitely rattle some feathers. And the brothers don't believe that he went too far. You also believe that, hey, he might need to go a little bit further because but with that being said,
gotta step a little bit further.
Yes, you better stop before you catch the Holy Ghost like your brother.
Hey, man, it's crazy, right?
Maurice starts, he snaps when he starts singing Step to the Water. Anyways, Roman Reigns. I'm not sure he's emotionally stable enough, especially if CM Punk keeps hitting below the belt. But I'm looking forward to hearing what Roman Reigns' response will be, whether it's a vignette or a promo or whatever it is.
He's there every week from here on out.
Are you sure?
Yes, I saw the schedule.
Not next week.
What do you mean not next week?
I don't think it's next week. I thought it was the week after.
Okay. You may be right, but I know he got a lot of dates.
Go figure.
Yeah, he do.
He better. If Brock Lesnar has more dates than him, he should be ashamed of himself, because Brock Lesnar got like 7-8 dates before.
All right, brother, he was right.
Say,
I know, right?
Next week, but 16th, the 23rd, the 30th, and then the 13th.
Okay, all right. So I think this is hold on, wait a minute. We got last minute
going to Madison Square Garden, March 30th.